You're listening to The MENality Show, only on LA Talk Radio.
Welcome back to The MENality Show, episode 14. So good to have you MENtalians out there with us today. Let's give yourselves a hand. Give everybody a hand that's watching, all the millions of people. This show has been growing and growing and growing. The momentum is going. Every week we're getting more and more followers, more and more viewers, more and more comments about how people enjoy the show. And we are so proud of that, and we're so glad to have you guys watching us. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Let your friends know, let your family know, let everyone know all about the MENality Show and what we do, okay? And in case this is your first time watching us, this is what we do. This is what we talk about. We're four grown-ass men and occasionally women that we have on the show where we discuss different things, different topics, grown-ass topics, things like love, relationships, credit checks, divorce, depression. I mean, we hit the whole gamut on this show. We talk about everything. I mean, but before we get into what we deal with on this show, let me introduce our characters here. We got Sexy Texy, my cast of characters, my bad.
Sexy Texy.
Okay, how was your week, Texy?
My week was good. I went fishing.
Can't hear you, Vato.
What's going on with your mic there, bro?
Hello, man. Hello.
Yeah, you want to turn it up?
What's up?
Nope.
Yeah, let's adjust it. Okay.
Hello.
No.
Okay, I guess you're not meant to be on the show today. Okay.
Nope.
All right. Okay, something's going on. Wow, now we all sound like we're underwater. What did you do?
I did nothing.
There you go. A little better.
Okay, that's a little
Yeah,
bit
that
better.
sounds better.
That's good right
Yeah,
there.
talking to your mic.
Testing 1, 2.
Okay,
No.
well, okay, looks like our producer's going to come and find out what's going
I'm
on.
not even on the board, man.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and, all right, and Vato V, what's going on with you, buddy?
Yo, mi raza, just chilling, man.
Yeah?
Hurting.
Okay, hurting. Why are you hurting?
Man, I pulled my chi-chi this week, man. Yeah, my titty.
In case people don't know, chi-chi, that's a titty. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How did you do that?
Man, I was moving. We have a movie night, and my little girl wanted to watch a show in our living room, so I grabbed my mattress.
Okay.
And yeah, that wasn't good.
Pulled your left titty.
My left chi-chi.
He pulled his left titty, his left chi-chi. Okay.
I was gonna ask if you sneezed too hard or something.
Probably.
Yeah.
Check. Thumbs up. There you go.
That's when you know you old, when you pull your left titty, pouring a box of cereal or something. And we got, please welcome. We had her on our show last week. She was so great. She actually brought up a very interesting topic that we're going to talk about on today's show that I'm going to let you guys know. Please welcome the beautiful Cristal Aguirre. Please welcome.
Crystal.
Yes, so good to have you, Cristal. Yes. How was your week, Miss Cristal?
My week's been a little difficult. Just personal stuff going on, like at home, and just hearing about this whole thing with the border and the kids, and
Right.
my heart's heavy today, man. It's
right.
it kills me.
Yeah.
I don't like to hear stuff like that, and
Yeah. Once again, Donald Trump has done his diligence, or what he does, his stupid shit that he does. He basically separating immigrants, separating the families of people who are, I guess, being accused of being in this country illegally. He's separating the children from the parents. They're being held at places like old Walmart factories and old Walmarts.
in cages.
In cages like animals and
Yep.
chickens and things like that. And it's absolutely horrible what he's doing. And we got to get this man out of the office somehow. I'm not advocating anything, doing anything bad to the man, but just do your due diligence and do what you have to do.
Vote him out.
Yeah, there you go. Basically, that's what I'm saying. Get him out of this office.
Either that or just, tell people about it and just build awareness so people know what's going on, because people are just so, they don't do their research and don't even know that things are going on. And
Yeah.
I think,
not bad.
I think everybody needs to talk about this type of thing like all the time. So.
Yeah, because this is these children. This is our future. This is our this generation is 20 years from now. They're going to grow up, and hopefully they're going to change the world in a better way because of what they're going through now. Hopefully this will be turn into something positive and not negative. And like Cristal said, I mean, let's do something now to hope and to make sure that this is something that that does turn into something good and not a negative thing.
These kids are already like scarred and PTSD and all this stuff. That sucks. They're already scarred for life. Man.
If you're taken away from your caregiver, your mother, your father, your parent, the person who's put on this earth to protect you, it's going to cause issues. It's going to cause issues.
They were saying too that they were taking the kids away by telling the parents, "Oh, we're going to give them a bath."
Yeah.
And then
Never
they
see
just
the kid
never
again.
see them again.
This reminds me of the Holocaust.
Like how?
Yeah, exactly.
How?
Yeah. How do you do that, man? How do you do that to a kid?
I can't wrap my head around that concept. Like it's
is horrible.
it's disgusting.
And we're paying $500 million in tax.
I'm not paying them shit.
Well,
Who's paying them?
the tax. This is tax money. You think it's
Donald's taking our money.
Of course.
And-
What do you
and
think
of
it's coming
course,
from?
yeah.
It's not coming out of his pocket.
Yeah. So I'm sorry. We're going to get into that a little bit more. Let me go down the list of our cast here. As you know, we've been auditioning this seat. We're trying to fill this seat with the right person, and we have someone that we're auditioning today, and hopefully we can have him back. Please welcome to the show the Fish Man, Mr. Todd,
Right.
in the
Fish
house.
Man.
Welcome.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Todd, go ahead and tell the people a little bit about yourself.
There's not much to talk about. I've got a few licenses, real estate license, a commercial driver's license. I'm a drummer, and most
go.
recently an award-winning home brewer. So
There you go.
Right.
Awesome.
Ooh,
That's it.
Very nice. Very
What's
nice.
a brewing? You have
Yeah.
a brewing
The
company,
first-
right? That you're starting.
It's a startup. It's
Okay.
been in
What's-
the works for a long time. We'll see where that takes us.
What's it
but
called?
The first beer is always free from Sculligan's Craft
There you
Brewing
go.
Company.
There you go.
Check them out.
Nice.
There you go.
Okay.
Check them out on Facebook or Instagram.
You got a lot of licenses there. You got your badge. Anything like that going on?
No,
you
I
need
got-
that to be on this show.
They stripped that from me.
Oh, wow.
I haven't been able to get it back.
We're gonna have to do some coaching after the show, man. I can tell you what to do, how to get that.
Yeah, you tell
Since
me where
I
to
am
put
the
it.
show's designated real ladies man, so
Oh my God.
we're gonna go ahead and move on.
Take
So,
away that beer from his ass.
and I don't drink. This is all Diet Coke here.
Yeah, it's a
He's
Diet
like
Coke.
drink.
Jack and Coke.
A metrosexual drink.
you know, this is what I drink on the ladies man. No, so we're gonna go ahead and move on. So as you know, this is the MENtality Show. We cover so many things on the show. We kind of hit on some things there. But today we're going to cover, we got our current event that we're going to cover. I'm going to tell you all about. And then we're going to get into the meat and potatoes is what we call it. Today's meat and potatoes, and this is actually an idea that Cristal brought up here last week. Do women enjoy sex just as much as men? She actually brought that up last week, and we were so, I remember when she said it, I was like, ding, ding, ding. Okay, that's going to be the next show's time.
Has to
Because
be.
I myself personally, well, I'll give you how I feel. I'll tell you guys how I feel about that. So we're going to get into that. And then we're just going to go through, break down on our advice and opinions on other things as well. So, as you know, the MENtality Show, we cover everything on this show. I mean, everything from, Vato V and when it, comes to women, why he's so scary, to our beautiful guest today, Miss Cristal Aguirre. Yes, that's what we cover.
Yay.
Yeah, what else do we cover, guys?
See?
From back in the day when I wish my teachers were boning, to check out LA Aereo. We'll get you droning.
There you go.
Oh my God.
That's he just mentioned LA Aerial Image. That is our sponsor for today's show and for our past shows. Tell them a little bit about LA Aerial Image.
LA Aerial Image is a small production company. We do social media marketing, videos, photography. We specialize in aerial videography and photography.
And they also, LA Aerial Image, they also do our videos on our show, the Street Mentality Walks,
Skits.
our skits. And we're going to have more MENtality Show Streetwalker segments coming up, possibly next week. Stay tuned and we'll let you know what's going on.
That's right.
What else do we cover, Vato V?
Hey, from teachers getting caught up in their tussle to why did Vato V pull his titty muscle? Ouch. That hurt. That hurt it, eh?
What about you, Todd? What do we cover here?
We cover everything from Donald Trump's issue with China to watching this show. Will get you lots of vagina.
That's right, baby.
Oh my God.
That's right.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
we're just Cristal over here is like, what did I get myself into?
Seriously, I'm just like, oh Lord. Okay.
Hey, but after the long week you had, this stuff is kind of cheering
Yes.
you up, right? That's
Yes.
what we do.
Yes.
If you had a crazy week, watch the show. We'll cheer you up. And speaking of Cristal Girl, we actually have, last week we didn't do this because somebody came late last week. So we got that talking, we got that taken care of.
I was sad about that.
Nah,
I
she
get
was
it, though.
good this
I
week.
was
She was good this week. We didn't get a chance to show your video, your lovely video,
Okay.
and introduce you to our audience out there. So Mr. Sammy, our show's producer, is going to go ahead and roll that video for us, and we'll be right back. Catch Cristal Aguirre here. And we're back. That was a intro to Cristal Aguirre. Tell us a little bit about that video. What was it that, what was going on?
Well, that video is pretty much like a little glimpse of what I do. It's not even like 50% of what I do, literally like 30%. I edited the video myself. I do the recording myself. The song on there was my friend. He does music, and I was like, hey man, let me get a track on here or whatever. I put the credits on that. And I mean, yeah, like I said, it's only like 30% of what I do. That's like the modeling stuff. I am a veterinary assistant at a specialty hospital. Nice so picture. That's like 70% of what I do really much. Right, so,
very, very, not only a beautiful woman, but very, very intelligent. Wise. We talked with her before and after the show, and a lot of wisdom here beyond her years. She looks like she's 18 years old, but she's the mentality of a 38-year-old. I'm telling you. I would say older, but then if you get too old, then talk about your back and how how all these knee problems you're having and stuff like
Seriously.
that. So nothing like that. So we're glad to have you. And anytime you want to come on the show, you're always welcome.
Almost definitely.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you guys.
Let's go ahead and move into our current event. Our current event this week is we're going to hit on something that we actually wanted to talk about shows ago, but we never got a chance to hit on. But we saw this story and we had to talk about it. Basically, a mom busted her teen son in bed with a 30-year-old middle-aged school counselor. And this school counselor, she only gets paid admin leave. In case you don't know what paid admin leave means, that means this woman was sent home and she was still getting paid. She was still getting paid. All she had to do was be home from 8 to 5 or whatever time they gave her, and they were still paying this woman for being busted in bed with one of her students. Now, we're going to have our man Todd, our newsman, veteran newsman, Todd Fisher, explain the rest of this story. Go ahead and explain to our viewers what's going on there, Todd.
Well, as I heard it, this started back in May as an investigation, which is why she was sent home. And
investigation.
And it was a middle school, right?
It was a middle school, so keep that in mind. So it was a middle school.
Yeah. Right.
All right, this was a 17-year-old boy that is June now. In case no
boy.
one knows, it's June now.
He's 17?
How the hell does a 17-year-old boy stay in junior high?
Was he special needs or something?
That,
probably just flunked a bunch of times.
Yeah, it wasn't. I don't think she's shooting for the stars, but I mean, I don't want to. I don't want to be too mean to.
If you're gonna fuck around with a kid, at least let him be, be of average intelligence.
I know, right?
Yeah.
At least 18.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
So real crazy. And it's a month now. It's June, right? Last time I checked, it's almost July.
Right.
And since then, he's dropped out.
Wow.
and turned
Again?
18.
Again.
Yeah, but the story here
I
is the
am
woman.
of age
The next
now.
thing you hear is that he goes and marries her and shit, and they run off.
That's why I'm just like, I am of age now. Let's go do this.
And that was the story, too. And it sounded like the paid leave lasted about a month, and she since resigned and turned herself in.
So she had to resign in order for them to stop paying her and get off the admin leave process, right?
That's what it sounds like, unless there's something I haven't heard.
Okay, I gotta
That's
say
crazy.
this. Okay, as a man,
God.
okay,
Be a man, boy.
if a little girl in middle school is even walking down the street and I pass by her twice, let's say something's going on with my car or whatever, and I pass by her twice, I'm gonna get questions. Okay,
Yep.
I'm possibly gonna get arrested for just driving by a middle-aged or middle school girl, teenage
school,
girl,
too.
whatever,
High school.
high school
You're in
girl,
high
whatever,
school, dude.
anybody underage. So this woman is in bed, caught in bed with this teenage boy by the mother.
I can't even imagine what the mom was thinking.
And she didn't even get in a lot of trouble. She only got admin leave. So it's I guess the whole thing, the double standard that goes on with these teachers, and most of these teachers that are sleeping with these students are female teachers.
Right.
Your age, Cristal Aguirre. Your
Ew.
age. Women that look like you.
Oh my God.
Women
I
that
would
look
never,
like you.
a 17-year-old, like, that's ridiculous.
See,
I
if these women
couldn't.
just hit a bar, like any of these motherfuckers out there at the bar would be ready to hit.
Call
that
them and
shit.
tell
Absolutely.
Like, making us look bad, man. What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
you
bad.
never, you never
That's
seen a hot
bad. That's
teenage,
bad.
Really bad.
you never seen a teenage musty, smelly, pimple-faced boy and just wanted to do something to him. You
Ew,
know?
no.
No? Feet smell, you know.
I don't.
Oh,
I,
yeah.
I can't
Squeaky
deal with
voice.
younger guys. I can't. Like I
That's
can't.
not hot to you?
No, I
guess
can't.
it's a mental thing. I don't know.
Totally, I
mental
can't.
thing,
Like,
man.
I
Yeah.
can't.
Somebody, these motherfuckers smell like swamp ass and shit.
Fucking issues with these ladies. Man.
I've worked
I
with
couldn't.
boys. I've worked with boys that age, and I mean, I was that age, and I was not, the
We all
cleanest
were.
at that age.
Hey, man.
We all were.
Yeah, so
How come how come I never had a fucking hot ass team?
I know.
I was that age. Like, what the
I know what happened to.
Is she
yes.
hot though? Come on. Is
No,
she hot
but this the
though?
last
Typical
couple
one.
times this
last-
happened,
yeah.
the girls were.
I'm
were
like, is
attractive.
she hot
They were
though?
pretty
Really?
attractive. Yeah,
The
they-
last couple of times that
this
we've
one wasn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the other,
This comes up like once a month, right?
Something like that.
Every other
Oh
month.
my God, that often?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
It's
more.
always in the news.
But see, if it was a man fucking around with a little girl, oh hell would have.
Absolutely.
This motherfucker would.
This is what I think. I think this has been going on for years and years and years, and now it's a phenomenon where women are getting caught. But I think this has been going on for years, and then it became a witch hunt with the men, and now they're starting to see that women do this just as much, if not actually more than men.
So
I
when a
believe
male
it.
when a male molester goes to jail, like they fuck him up, right?
That's what I was
Yeah.
gonna
So,
say.
so
like,
what happens when a female molester goes to
They
jail?
don't go to
They're
jail.
probably
They give high fives and shit.
If they go to jail,
Cougar.
if they go to jail, but they don't go to jail, they don't arrest these women. They
I
do not
cannot
arrest these
believe
women.
that.
But look,
Crazy.
look, but
because they think little boys want it more than little girls. I
dude,
guess.
look, it does. Look, I don't give a fuck.
doesn't make
I don't give a
sense.
fuck how old. Look, man, 18 and over. 18 and over, that's fucking go to college, go teach at a college. You're gonna fuck around with somebody, not with a little
Seriously.
kid, not with a fucking elementary, junior high kid. Like,
It's funny you
You
say
know?
18 and over, but you said when you were 16, 17, you wanted to fuck teachers.
yeah,
when
well,
you
yeah.
were that age.
See,
So,
I think everybody has that.
Don't do as I say.
Everybody has that.
When I was in school, we had a bunch of old ass ladies.
Why you
dude.
gotta bring up
I
old
know.
shit?
See, I used to have a crush on some teacher when I was in elementary, and I remember him. His name was Mr. Jimenez. He was like tall, dark,
Mr.
and
Jimenez.
Jimenez, where's he at now?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Mr. Jimenez.
He's probably like, he probably just bust his titty muscle. Oh, damn. Cristal Aguirre liked me.
I literally would always like go next to him and go talk to him and like, yeah, it's funny. But I mean, everybody has that. Like, you have a crush on teachers.
So what if
Yeah.
this Mr. Jimenez made a move on you? Would you do it?
No, I
Yeah.
mean,
It's like-
I was in elementary.
Wait,
Yeah.
now? What about now, though?
I don't
Oh,
even
yeah,
know
now.
what.
She'd be like,
I think
I'd
the
like to test
concept
waters.
was. I think I just liked him. Like I wasn't. I don't even
Yeah,
know
you
what.
didn't, at that age, you didn't know
Yeah.
that, yeah, what
Just like,
it
I
was
don't
to
know.
likes or
Yeah.
what a man was or whatever. We're all men here though, Cristal. Just to let you
I
know.
get it. Yeah.
He's a man boy, though.
He's a man boy.
Okay. All right. We talked about this, Texas. We talked about this. Anyway, so yeah, that's a sad case. Women are having sex with these little boys. It's an epidemic, and they're not getting they're not getting punished the way that men are getting punished for doing something just a small fraction of the same
course.
thing. And it's not fair. If you're going to punish people, punish them all around punish them fairly. Punish women and men and women fairly.
That's right.
That's my point on this. Do you guys agree?
I agree.
But our justice system doesn't do that. So
Yeah.
everybody gets unfairly just. This doesn't happen.
Yeah, by either in situations like this by your sex or other situations by money status.
Yes.
By your sex or having sex.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So.
You're colored too, so it
it's
doesn't
true.
matter.
Did you say colored or color?
Color, like
okay,
or ethnicity, like in the justice system, it's just different.
Okay, yeah.
It just depends on what
color.
See
Color.
that word? Color.
color.
Color, way.
So so let's translate to this. That's pretty much our opinion on that. And let's go ahead and move into the meat and potatoes of our show. What people really, really want to know. Fuck that bitch who fuck these kids. Okay, fuck her. I'm sorry, we say the word
Fuck her
bitch on
because
the
he
show.
wants
It's
to.
cool. I say it all the time too.
All right, okay.
No, we're good.
Yeah, we're all bitches. Vato V's a bitch. Todd's a bitch. So Sexy
I'm not
can
a
be a
bitch.
bitch sometimes. You know?
I think he's being a bitch right now.
He's been a big bitch.
All right, so
Whiny bitch.
we're gonna go ahead and moving on.
Moving on.
Yes, so we're gonna go into. And by the way, on our show last week, we had our man Tom. Let's give him a shout out, Tom Katzis, who was on our show last week. We didn't give him enough love. Tom, thank you if you're watching.
Katzis, thank you
And,
very much.
you
for
did a
coming on
great
the show.
job.
Awesome.
And we always love having
Great
you
guy.
here.
Great guy.
Yes, great guy. So let's go ahead and
So
translate
nice.
into this. Basically, do women enjoy sex as much as men? Okay. All right. Crystal, you have the floor on
She
this.
gets to answer first.
Please,
Oh my God.
you have as much time as you want, and then we're going to say our piece.
Okay.
There's some people who agree and some people who disagree. So,
Yes.
We did a survey, by the way.
We did a survey.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I want to know what the results of that is.
70% said yes, women do enjoy sex more, and 30% said no.
That's bullshit. But anyway.
Oh, and before she even says it, I actually sent a text to a bunch of my female friends and sisters and cousins.
3 people.
Yeah, 2. 50%.
My sisters.
My sister, my niece. So I asked them, my meester. So I asked them, the question, and it all came back to like, yeah.
Oh, that's bullshit. They have no idea, but I'll go into that. Crystal, please convince me that women enjoy sex just as much as men.
We totally do. We're just a little more discreet about it. We don't talk about it.
Yep.
I honestly feel like we enjoy it a little more than you guys.
Oh, hello.
That was what they said. That's what a lot of women said.
Honestly, it's just, we just don't talk about it.
Well,
I think that
Okay.
a female's experience, the sexual experience, is better than what a man's experience. I've never been a woman, so I don't know for sure, but I think
You've been a woman longer than me.
I think that the gods of us, since women have to bleed, bear children, and get emotional all the fucking time.
All the fucking time.
You guys do too. Come on.
That's their
You
gift.
guys just don't talk about it.
Only the pussies.
Same thing.
So like the sexual experience is like better. Like we just nut done.
Yeah.
And women can have an
Half a
orgasm
second.
extended and enjoy it. But the only thing that goes with that is that they're emotional, and to get that emotional connection, to have sex with someone, it's hard. We don't need that shit. We just
do it.
Like
Yeah,
you say
we'll
all the
fuck
time. You always say we'll fuck anything.
Yeah, we'll fuck a tree. I don't care if it has a hole. If it has a hole big enough,
But if you're a woman and
Oh,
laying in bed, if you're a woman and laying in bed and the fucking TV's on, like that can fuck up her emotions. You know what I mean? So then it's all of a sudden.
Yeah, that's it. Like I don't want to go.
So
there.
you're saying women enjoy sex much as men, just as much as men, but it's the emotions that fucks it all up.
I think so. Yes.
Okay, Vato V.
Well, you know what?
say?
Like when I sent out the text and I got the answers back, a bunch of women their answers were the reason why we don't want to like either have sex on the first date or when or whatever. They don't want to sound like they're whores.
That's
You know
exactly
I'm
what I
saying?
was going to say
And
right
then-
now.
But that doesn't mean that they don't
Yeah.
enjoy sex more than men do. So
Exactly.
it's like once we start doing it, it's like okay, because then they're gonna be stereotyped.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the top answers that I got.
Yeah.
okay.
I was
See,
going to say that.
Okay, but here's my thing on that. I'm gonna repute everything
He's-
you guys
he's
say.
smiling.
Say whatever you're gonna say, and I'm gonna repute it. Okay, if that's the case, if women love sex just as much, if not more than men, but they want to make sure that they're not labeled as a whore. If women love sex just as much as men, okay? Men, we don't give a fuck what we're labeled, okay? I don't care if you call me a hoe, a bitch, whatever you want to call me, and I need to get my nut on, okay? I need to get my sex on. I'm doing it. Call me whatever you want to call me. Call me, Mufasa, whatever. You know what I mean?
Mustafa.
I'm getting my sex on. Okay. I don't care what you call me. Okay. I don't care if I'm a hoe. I mean, I've even been called a hoe in my life, and I'm still doing what I do.
You're a host, not a hoe.
Whatever you want to call me, I'm gonna enjoy my sex. So,
that's not the question.
I just feel okay. Maybe women care too much about what the other person's going to think or what other people say about them, or I just feel like if they do express that type of emotion, saying that they want it, they just always automatically like, oh, she's a hoe, she's a slut, she's just trying to fuck, she's just trying to do this, she's just,
so what?
When it's not, I mean, sometimes it is like that, but we just decide not to, we choose not to because we don't want to be labeled as that, because we're not that. We're just the same. We're people, we're all human, we have needs, and but we're called the hoe, we're called the slut. We're the ones that are just like, oh nah, she's just trying to fuck. Oh, I'm just gonna fuck her and just leave or whatever.
Exactly.
Sometimes some girls, though, let me say, some girls are with their shit, like they're about it, and they'll tell you like, I'm just trying to fuck.
Yeah,
that's it.
Oh yeah.
But you get lucky if you have one of those girls, honestly. But
I cannot confirm nor deny.
And if you have a girl that tells you that I just want to fuck, like,
and you already know what's
can
up.
I check your pants? You have a pair of balls away.
The only way I'm on you guys' side, women on this side, on your side with this is, if I was a
flip-flopper, man.
I convinced him.
No, I said no. I said,
change your
y'all
life today.
hear me? Do y'all hear? I said the only way. That means there's only one thing.
The only reason why I'm on that side. Did he say?
No, I said the only. Listen, sir, turn your thing on. The only. Let me clarify if you didn't hear me. The only way I would say I'm on your side, because there's lots of ways I would say I'm not on your side. The only way I would say I'm on your side is if I was someone and I walked out the house every day, and every day I walked out of the house, I knew somebody wanted to fuck me. I could just look at somebody, give them a certain eye contact, and they want to fuck me. That's how it is with women. You can just look at a guy, you just walk by a guy, he's, I want to fuck her. You know what I mean? So if that was the case with me, then I would probably be a little bit more choosy with who I wanted to have sex with. Even though I love sex, I'll probably be a little bit more choosy. So that's the only way I would agree with what you're saying. You know what I mean? But besides that, I think women have no idea. I think they have no idea. Yeah, man, we get our little 1/2 a second nut, but it's so fucking great. Oh,
honestly,
let's take a moment of silence for
our nuts, for our nut factory.
And that's it.
All right, that was too long.
Silence. Sorry. So it's so great, and I think women, they just want to, women want to have the same. They want to be empowered like men, and they want to feel like, they're just as strong as men. And I think that's why they say today that, they love sex just as much as men. But I think they have no idea.
Oh, we want to know. Call us
No,
up.
we
Call
do.
us up. Call us.
Yes, let me give the number out. I'm sorry. 818-570-5085 if you want to chime in on this. That's 818-570-5085. If you disagree with what we're saying, if you agree with some of the things we're saying,
Hit us up.
give us a call. If you have your own story, if you're a freak, if you're a nympho, if you're if you're a virgin, whatever it is that's making you
I'm all of those.
be this thing,
I never
give
knew
us a
what
call.
nympho meant.
We never knew what nympho meant.
No, I literally just
Wow,
knew what that meant like
that's
a couple months ago.
Shit.
Oh wow!
I swear,
Yes.
I was like, what the fuck does that mean? And then my friend told me, you're stupid. I'm just like, I'm sorry, I didn't know what that meant. Like,
Wow.
No, a nympho is
It's
what
like-
you said. That girl who's about her shit. She doesn't give a fuck. And I love women like that. Look, hey, especially grown women. That's
You
what I
gotta
love
be
about
straight up
grown
about
women.
that stuff.
If you love dick and you want it, and if you feel like you need it,
Handle
life is short.
Yeah.
Life is short. Handle that.
It is.
Don't,
It is short.
I mean, or make sure you fuck a guy that you know he's not going to run his mouth. So if you worried
or
about feeling like a whore.
or if the guy is a whore or whatever, just make sure you're careful and
Wrap it up.
Protection.
and
Wrap it up.
safe. You know,
Do that anyway, whether you think
You
he's
might
Yes.
get an
And,
A.
most,
Please
and
do.
most are. I mean,
Yeah.
you can call a guy a hoe, and generally speaking, he's going to be okay with it.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's part
Yeah.
of the deal.
But
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
might have that
He
H.
doesn't
So
Yeah, he might have that H. Yeah, that's
Yes.
not.
You know what the H
some
is, right?
mileage.
You
Huh?
know what
You know what
the
the
H's
H is, right? The H's are? You don't want to fuck with a guy who has any of the H's, okay? That's herpes. That's HIV.
HIV.
That's
Hepatitis
hepatitis.
C.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
All the way through Z.
All the way through Z.
Oh my God.
Am I forgetting something?
Hemorrhoids.
you can cure hemorrhoids.
It's so scary though. Like
Yeah.
people aren't honest about that stuff. So how are you even like, you know what I mean? Like,
investigate.
Oh, and
Like
here's
Van
a
Wilder
research.
once
You're
said,
gonna have to be like,
"Don't
let
be
me
a fool."
see, let
Yeah.
me
You're a
see,
tool.
stand over there, let me check really quick.
Yeah,
Hold
women do
on.
that. You have to do that.
Bring out the
sometimes.
paperwork.
I
Yes.
think sometimes
women
when
do
they're-
that.
when they bring a donut to the restaurant and they sit in the chair on a donut. That
Oh,
means
Lord.
they have
That's bad.
hemorrhoids.
Oh my god.
Other
Yeah.
than that, they're not going
And
to
they,
tell
they
you.
land their ass all soft.
And I'm like, oh my god.
And they get that grin.
Oh my god.
That's hemorrhoid face right there.
Oh yeah.
All right, so let's
Hey,
move
we got
on
a
here.
caller. We got a caller.
Oh,
What's
cool.
up,
We got a
caller?
caller. Let's get one.
Sweet.
Let's get it. Let's get
Look at
it.
this. What's up, caller?
Hello.
Hello.
Oh,
Hello.
Hello, Miss Giggles.
Who's calling?
Amanda.
what's
Amanda.
up,
Hi,
Hi,
Amanda.
Amanda.
So, Amanda, what
Hello.
do you? What's your opinion on this? Do you think that women? This is obviously a woman, Amanda. Do you think that
I
women?
mean, look, I'm gonna just be honest.
Ooh, she's ready.
Let's be honest.
Do it.
I go both ways. So,
hold on.
Yes.
Whoa. Okay.
then
Okay.
being with a woman is a completely more, I guess more sensual in
So
a
much
way.
getting it
Or
right
Yeah.
There you
a
go.
lot of ways. So,
Uh-huh.
it's very,
That emotion. That's why.
yeah, a lot of affection is done when that happens.
There you go.
So, do you think you enjoy?
And when men, it wasn't the same with my kids' fathers, and then I would still get be called a bitch all the time.
Mhm.
I didn't appreciate it anyways because I knew I wasn't, but I had to deal with it anyway. So,
Right.
I mean, it's still 50-50.
So, do you think, Amanda, being a woman, do you think women enjoy sex more than men?
I think we both do. It depends who you're with.
Ah, that's a good
There you
point.
It's that
Okay.
emotional
Depends who you're with.
okay.
part.
That
Yeah.
emotional
Very true.
attachment.
Yeah.
You're
Very,
right,
very
because
true.
I've been with women that I'm into more sexually because I'm into them more emotionally, and it's more like of a
Right.
making love thing, and it makes the sex a lot better. So you're absolutely right. And women are very emotional. So what? Actually, I just realized something. Women are very emotional. So they're gonna, if they decide to have sex with a man, they're gonna be into him emotionally. So they're probably gonna enjoy the sex a little bit more. Wow.
Yeah.
I just,
Yep.
Ding, ding, ding.
Amanda, you just changed my opinion on this.
From the church. of Jesus Christ.
Now
So,
we're going to change it into the MENality Show.
That's
you
right.
go, girl.
Women mentality. That's right. Hey, keep
All
calling.
right, I
Keep
love
calling,
you
Amanda.
guys. I
Thank you.
will.
Thank you for your call.
Thank you for your
Bye.
call. Thank you, Amanda.
Okay, bye.
Bye bye.
So,
Awesome. Cool.
man, let me ask you this, and Crystal, have you ever been? Well, I guess I got to ask the men this. Have you ever been with women in relationships with women that wanted sex more than you? Have you ever been in a relationship like that? That you found like, damn, she was damn near a nympho. She wanted it all the time, and she wore you out basically.
Let me think back to my. Actually, what I have, when I was younger and she was actually older.
Uh-huh.
You know, so she was
at her peak.
Not
At
necessarily
sexual
her peak. I was like 21 and she was at I'm thinking like 32 years old. So maybe she was at her
Yeah.
peak.
Women hits their peak around
It's like every
mid
time.
30s.
Well, I was already like, hey, let's go, fuck it, let's do this. But
Yeah.
dude,
She
it
wore you
was-
out?
Oh my god, yeah. She taught me a thing or two, bro.
You were 21.
21 years old.
Shit, when I was 21, I was busting like 8 times a day, man.
Jesus.
You must be good. You sound like you're out of breath still.
I was like,
yeah.
that's my titty pulled over here.
Damn. So,
Yeah, it was
Crystal,
crazy.
have you been with a man where you were more sexual than him?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
All the time.
All the time. It
All the
happens
time.
all the time.
Wow.
It's all the time. Every time. It's just like,
Are you dating old men or something?
no, I
Yeah.
just don't
Ooh, you
know.
like,
I don't
no.
understand.
Hell no.
Yeah.
No.
Ugh, no, hell no. No, I'm just joking.
Well, that was we're gonna be like, we're
I
gonna
saw
be,
that look of disgust in your face. I'm sitting right next to you. You know, so-
we're gonna be like, well, that was Crystal, everybody. Have a good day, Crystal.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
but so a guy in my mind when I was young, when I was in my 20s, a girl that had a drive more than that wanted sex a lot. I'm thinking like, do I really want to be with a girl like that? Because she might play around. She
might fuck around on
Yeah,
you.
she's
Yeah.
gonna be, she don't want
Yeah.
sex from. If she wants sex that much, she doesn't want sex from more than one person.
Oh, most
good
definitely.
point, yeah.
I mean, that
So-
chick wasn't my chick, you know,
So,
but
yeah.
there's
So
no
I mean,
point on that.
No, no,
Yeah.
no, no, no. If she really wanted it like that, she will wait for you whenever you
I don't think
can.
nowadays though.
Well,
That-
maybe not, but
That kind of
I
goes
don't-
along with what I was going to say also, is if my answer would have been no.
yeah. Oh yeah, Todd. What's
And
your
if
answer on this?
if it was, if there was one, then I obviously wasn't made aware of it.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Like,
It's
damn it.
I mean,
It wasn't me.
the situations that I've had where it's been that way, I've always just adapted to the person, and I mean, it just works that way.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't I never felt like I needed to go get it somewhere else because I couldn't get it
I'm
here.
not specifically saying you,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying, like, as a guy, you think that, like, man, is she, you know, because if a girl wants it more than you, than the guy,
Yeah.
at some point he's gonna be like,
Fuck it.
damn, is she gonna be fucking something
And
else?
that's why
Yeah, it's
you talk
reversed.
to her and communicate and let her know, like, hey, like, I don't know if I can meet your needs here. Like, how can we meet halfway and figure this out? Because I don't know. I really don't.
No,
see
that's
it that way.
you make. That's what I'm talking about. Beyond your years,
Yeah.
the key to making a relationship work is communication.
Mm-hmm.
All this stuff we talk about on this show, relationships, love, problems in relationships, divorce, all that shit can be solved with communication.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
When you're with someone and you feel like you truly know who they possibly are, the only way you're able to develop that type of feeling is by talking to the person, communicating to the person.
Mm-hmm.
Also, look at how that person communicates with other people.
Yeah.
That was
I always say to women, I always say, when you go out on a date with a man for the first time, don't just look at how he treats you, because he's giving you the impression of who he wants you to think he
Of course.
is. He's giving you his
He's
representative.
at his best.
Exactly. But look
Or
how
her.
he treats that waiter. Look how he treats that server. Look
Yeah.
how he treats
Pay
that
attention.
that valet person. If he's an asshole towards them, he's most likely an asshole.
Fuck yeah, he's gonna
Uh,
be
I
an
mean-
asshole to you.
And he's gonna change up out of nowhere, and you're just gonna be like, what?
Right?
Like, what
Yeah.
the fuck? He's crazy.
See, because a
deranged.
lot of women, they get into a relationship thinking, "Oh, I'm gonna change him." You know, if he's already doing whatever the
Can't.
hell he's doing, you can't change him.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
Has old
cannot.
habits. Or a female, it goes both ways. You know.
Yeah.
You know, and that was one of the other answers that I got. The second answer that I got from the top was communication.
Yeah.
You know, you got to communicate with your man and let him know what I want and this and that. It's like a damn list that they give you a menu. Well, now we're serving. You're gonna go down on me, and then number 2 we're gonna do this, and number 3 we're gonna do that.
But I do have to say though, like if your significant other communicates to you what they want and you're not making the effort to change,
Yeah, man, that's an issue.
and help and like meet halfway, then you're fucking up. That's
Oh
it.
my God, that is wow. That is absolutely right.
Yeah.
If someone is giving you, they're telling you
A
how
hint.
they feel, what they want, and you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna be me, I'm gonna
Yep.
be who I am, this is who I am. Yeah, then then that person is selfish and they don't really give a fuck about you, and you need
Yep.
to leave them.
Yep.
And I know it's hard.
Wasting your time.
Yeah,
So-
I know it's hard. That's why before you develop feelings for someone, try your best to get to know them as much as possible before you start developing these deep feelings for someone.
Balls
And that stuff is tricky. It's very,
Balls
very tricky.
deep.
Oh, it's balls deep. Missed
Balls
it.
deep.
I missed it. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. So C-Tech, you said something very profound there. You said if you're with a woman that you feel like wants it more than you, you're always going to be worried maybe if she's going to fuck around on you. And that's think about it. That's how women feel every day with men.
Yeah.
That's how women feel every day with men because we're sexual
Sounds like
creatures.
a guilty conscience.
Yeah.
Sounds like
Yeah.
a guilty conscience.
I don't know how women feel. I'm not a woman.
No, I mean, like,
man.
okay, like if you're thinking
man
she's,
boy.
if
I'm a
you
man
think
boy.
she's gonna do that, I mean, are you thinking that way too? Like, you know, like it's
That's very true. If you're with someone and they're accusing you of fucking around, or they think you're fucking around
yeah.
on them all the time,
Oh, yeah.
chances are that means that person's fucking around on
too.
you. You know what I mean?
So when you
Very,
go buy
very-
some condoms, get those condoms, put the 3 condoms on the box, the paper bag, and the fucking wrapper. What is it? The fucking receipt, because you know she's doing some shit.
Full metal jacket.
Yep, exactly.
You use condoms, V? You use condoms?
Sure. Well, that's another show. Hell yeah, I do.
I know you. I know V. I know him. Anyway, yes,
know-
use condoms. Wrap it up.
You know
Make
my
sure
body.
He knows your body.
He knows my body.
That is so homosexual, gentlemen. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all.
Okay, sir.
So if women basically these days, okay, if that's the case, if women want sex just as much as men, then why do they make them wait sometimes for months and months and months? Is it because they're trying to see how much this man respects them, how
Damn,
much
I don't
this
know
man
about
likes
months.
them? Some women make you. Some women they have this
3-date rule.
Some women
I
have
couldn't
the
even do it.
3-month rule. They have the 3-month rule.
3-month rule. Yeah.
I have a friend who did, I think, 2 months. I'm not really sure. I forgot what she did, but it ended up working out. I mean, they got married. They just got engaged, like literally.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
But I mean, I don't know. I think it just depends on the person and how they want to be respected in the relationship and how the other person. It just really depends on the person.
They want
I
to see if
feel.
that man likes them for more than just their
Yeah.
body and their sex, you know. So they sacrifice their own sexual needs.
Sacrifice a lamb.
Or they're
Sure,
or,
they're getting on the side
or-
while they're trying to get their
Yeah,
relationship
dudes
together.
do that. They'll just get on the side.
or they're just not.
No, not dudes. I'm saying girls.
Or some dudes
my
will be like, "Oh, you gonna make me wait? I'm gonna go fuck on the side until you ready." You
Yeah.
know? They'll do
I was
that.
gonna say, or they're not like that much needy for sex. But
Yeah,
actually,
know
this is a fucking lie because they're like the most freakiest people I fucking know.
Who?
Your friend?
My two friends, like
uh-huh.
we're all hanging out and stuff, like because we're all coworkers and we used to work at the same hospital or whatever. But
What hospital? Freaky hospital is this?
I'm not gonna say anything.
freak
And they work
But-
with animals.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Bestiality.
Come
No.
on, you guys, calm
Do not
down.
condone bestiality. on the show.
Relax.
Dogs
Oh
in the
my
park.
god.
All right. Well,
But they're like whenever we're all drinking and stuff, like they're always like he'll pick her up or like they'll like go to the restroom for a little while and like they're just I'm just like you guys are crazy. Like everybody's just funny. They're just so funny.
Delano wants to apply.
I know.
how do you know they're?
So maybe like if you wait for a while, you just like build that attraction, you know, like that connection, and then
It's called build a nut.
Yeah.
So,
And you want to release the
it's
nut.
called jacking off.
so the takeaway from
knows all
this,
about
what
that.
is it? So if you could hold off for two months, then you're going to be rewarded.
Yeah. I guess
Is
so.
that the takeaway?
I guess it's like, as a woman, you're thinking, okay, you know, most
Gotta
men
earn it.
just want to fuck me, but I want to see if you're different. I want to see if I can. If,
Yeah, I'm
if you can
different.
hold on.
Oh yeah.
You can hold on for. Yeah.
So we're saying that the pussy has the power then.
Well,
Always,
She gets to control the shit.
yeah, I think
always.
Right?
Come on now.
and that's what women. A lot of women do. They use their pussy as power. The power of the pussy. 'Cause men will do anything.
Oh,
for
yeah.
that pussy, I'm telling you.
It's
Men,
crazy.
animals, it's crazy. I got
Almost
a story.
anything. Not
Back home in
really.
Arkansas, I had a dog. You know, I'm from the country. I remember there was
shit.
this dog on one side of the yard, the female dog was on the other side of the yard. Male dog, female dog. One
was
day
in
this
heat.
female dog gets loose and he ends up fucking the female dog. He gets a piece of ass, right? And then we find out and then we end up putting him back on the other side of the yard. And this is in Arkansas back when they put the chains on the dog's neck. So now that this dog got a piece of that ass, every day he was trying to get to the female dog. So much so that he ended up wrapping himself around his little deal and choking himself to death. And as we go pick up the dog,
Poor baby.
he's looking, his eyes are open, looking at the female dog as he choked to death. He's just eyes popped out of his head looking at that ass.
That's so sad.
So the moral of that story: do not kill yourself trying to get ass, gentlemen. Okay.
So we have a listener that's talking
happens
about
every day.
toys. That women have toys, and that's how they. get
Hey,
by
you know
too.
what? Yeah, that's another
I
one.
don't
That's
have
another.
any.
You
that's
don't have
another
any
one.
toys?
No,
Yeah,
never.
what do you use?
Nothing.
Nothing. Just
finger?
all human hands. Oh,
Hands,
she's like,
fingers?
I refuse to answer that.
I'm like,
Grinds and me
Dryer,
incriminate
the
me.
washer.
After-
I don't know.
no, I don't feel the need to do it really. Like, if
Well, you got men. I'm sure if you want, you don't need to do all that.
So, ladies and gentlemen, after the show, we're gonna go ahead and take Crystal get a drink, and we're gonna talk about our.
our next show up.
Our next
the
show.
next
Taking it.
well, like, look, okay,
Oh, look, we got
toys.
another caller coming in.
Yay!
This is a hot topic today.
All
Yes,
right.
it is.
All right.
Is there going to be a part two?
Hello.
Yeah, sequel.
Caller?
Sequel.
Hello.
Go ahead, caller.
Yes, I just wanted to mention a little something that you guys left out.
Oh, okay, Miss Amanda.
This is
It's
again?
Amanda.
Hey.
What up, Amanda?
Amanda.
Hello, they do have toys.
Oh.
Yeah.
The same.
There you
Come
go.
on.
Okay.
Come on.
But Amanda,
Yeah.
let me tell you this. There's nothing like. A toy is okay, but there's nothing like a penis with about 6'2", 215 pounds, a grown man
there is,
attached to it.
Believe me, you have to know what you like, what you want, and what the motion in the ocean is.
Oh, there you go.
Motion in the ocean, and a toy can only do so much. You know what I mean?
It's the truth.
So toys are good, but
Sorry, Coach.
they're just like an appetizer. You know. Thanks, Amanda. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Just
Oh,
Oh,
sorry, I
oh.
cut you off.
You got more?
I cut her off.
Sorry.
That was Amanda. Thanks for your call, Amanda. Please give us a call, 818-570-5085. This is a very hot topic. A lot of people are have their opinion on this. And the question is, do women enjoy sex just as much as men, if not more? Our statistics say, our poll, 70% of women say they enjoy sex more than men. I don't believe that. I think it's BS. I think women have no idea of how much men enjoy sex. But Cristal Aguirre is here and a few other people on the panel
Said a few other
disagree
people.
with me, you know. So, Fishman, you agree with me on this, right?
I do agree with you on it.
Yep.
I've actually changed my outlook a little bit on it, though.
There you go.
Texie here had mentioned earlier that they were gifted this pleasure that lasts longer.
Right.
Maybe we just can't figure that out because that pleasure lasted them 3 days or a week. Whereas a guy, that pleasure lasts 5 minutes, 3 seconds. You almost said it off. See, I was going a little bit longer because, just add a couple minutes to it. But the moral of that is maybe it does last longer. That pleasure is there. I could be wrong.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got two words for you: tantra sex. Okay, Vato V. Vato V. His sexual experience is maybe 2 minutes. At the
And it's
most.
over.
I think it's 2
Oh
minutes for
my
what he
God,
told me.
2 minute
Yeah,
man.
the whole
Okay, 3.
process. The whole process.
Okay,
Minute man.
There's a thing out there called tantra sex, okay? And that's when you're with your woman. If you're into her emotionally, you love your woman, there's a way you can increase your orgasm for hours. Hours.
I don't believe that shit.
I don't think it's supposed to last
Read the
more than
book.
4.
4 hours?
Yeah, 4. That was the tops. That's what I've heard.
Then you
Okay,
gotta-
4 hours. That's better than half a second. I think 4 hours. Vato V, you might bust your other titty, right? Oh yeah, 4 hours.
maybe you hear
Man's
my
orgasm for 4 hours.
No, he's not. He's not literally spewing for 4 hours,
Okay.
but he's in the zone of having an
4 hours.
orgasm. He's in the orgasm zone for 4 hours. Read the book, Texie. Read the
I ain't gonna read it.
4 hour orgasm. You're gonna be flooding in some shit, man. Oh yeah. Oh God. Oh my God. Adios mios. Oh come on. I mean, you're gonna be speaking all kinds of languages, man. 4 hour orgasm, but yeah, tantric sex. It actually, they say, works. I would like to try it. I've been reading up on it, and yeah, I mean, if I can get a 30-second orgasm, if I can get 30-second, I would probably enjoy sex more than anybody as well. So, is it true? 30 seconds?
I don't know. I think
we
it
have
just,
another call.
well, yeah, that's actually.
Hot topic. Is this Amanda?
No, hold on.
This is a bad-
Hello, caller. It's an unknown phone number. Block number.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes. How can I help you?
Hello.
What's up, caller?
It's a MENality Show, sir.
How can I help you?
Joe.
Hello?
All right. Thank you.
Breaking up.
I think we're breaking up here, so we're
Sorry, we got a bad connection.
Yeah,
Please try
sorry
to call
about
back.
Okay,
We got a
bye.
few more minutes left on
Keep
this.
going.
We got. Is they coming back in? We're good.
No, keep going.
Okay, so we got about 2 more minutes left. About 3 more minutes left on this topic.
See,
Actually,
on.
2 more minutes because we have to end the show.
That's good enough for me.
But yeah, then we got to wrap it up, so to speak.
Wrap it up.
So,
up.
in my
Don't be
opinion,
a fool. Wrap your tool.
I've been kind of
That's right.
I've been kind of swayed on this by Tech C, Vato V, and Cristal Aguirre that maybe women do enjoy sex as much as men. It depends on who the person is that you're having this experience with.
Oh, yeah.
But for the most part, when it comes to the raw nature of men and women sexually, I think for the most part, 70% men enjoy and 30% women, maybe nymphos or whatever, may love it as much. What do you guys think?
I think, look, man, if you're with somebody and you're down, if they're down to do whatever the hell you like and you like whatever the hell they like, hey, by all means, man, fuck each other to death. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, enjoy it.
Oh, yeah.
Some nuts are better than others.
That's
you
right.
know?
Sometimes you feel like
Yeah.
a nut and sometimes you don't.
You know what? Some women I've been with and the sex is bomb and some's aight, So,
Oh, it's fucking
right.
bomb. Hell,
Tech
yeah.
C, how about you?
What?
Not paying attention.
He's having a moment over there.
I'm reading comments over here,
Do
man.
women enjoy sex as much as men, you think?
No,
We haven't swayed you on this?
no, I'm still the same. I
Still the
think,
same?
Still
yeah,
get to Mike.
women, they love it because of the pleasure that they get.
Yeah.
You
Just
know,
like
they
us.
got that gift, They
Just
got
like
that.
us.
That 30-second orgasm.
No, they get the longer extended one, man. Like they
But they have periods and stuff like
yeah, but
Yeah,
they
so they
bleed and they
deserve it.
bear children and they get emotional, so that's fucked up.
I know.
that. Cristal Aguirre, you're still...
What do you think? I mean, hello. I really think women.
No,
do.
we want to know if you use toys or...
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
okay.
I don't.
Oh, yeah, you said you don't. That's right. My bad. Okay. I'm still on that whole thing. Okay.
Oh my
He's
God.
trying to change your mind to like get some toys and
I don't know if I could. I don't know. Like the same thing. Like how you said. I don't know if I have like an attachment to that. Like I'd have to.
I know, right?
You know what I mean? I don't know. I couldn't. I don't know.
cold.
That's just me.
Fishman.
That's just me.
The little engine that could.
There you
Yeah,
go.
what do you think, Fish?
Like, Fishman, do you use toys?
No, I still have
bulb
some
doll?
things to learn.
You got to give us your 15-second opinion on this.
15 seconds. Everybody's
Yes.
different. I still think no, but
okay.
I am persuaded a little bit.
Me too. I was persuaded a little bit. I must say.
Still
So
my guns.
That's weird because you always think you're like right your opinion.
I know.
really,
Thank you.
I'm not arbitrary like that. Arbitrary like that. That's a word I actually
bitch?
learned.
You're not a bitch?
Arbitrary.
Sometimes
Oh my gosh, that was good. That was good.
That was deep.
that could be a word of a day because
That was
he's
deep.
obituary.
The beer is kicking in. He gets more insulting when the beer kicks in. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and end it here. That's our show, folks.
Come on.
Now, next week's topic we're still working on. This was a very hot topic. Thank you for your calls, Amanda, everybody. Thank you for all our listeners out there. If you want to catch our show, past shows, catch us on YouTube, The MENality Show. You can also catch us at www.thementalityshow.com. You can catch us on Twitter, Facebook Live, LA Talk Radio. We are on all IG. We want to thank our guest, Cristal Aguirre. We'll be having her back.
Check her out on
Thank you.
Instagram.
Check her out on
Cristal
Instagram as
Aguirre.
well.
That's right. Todd, our Fishman, the Fishman Todd. He'll
That's
be
right.
back too as well.
Yes.
All right. And to all of you out there, all of our listeners, let's give them a
Gracias.
clap as well. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you,
folks.
listeners. Thanks for calling in. Appreciate it.
So that's our show, folks. Catch us next
With,
week. We'll be back for show 15. And then before we end the show, we like to do this for all of our. We got our translator on the show. This is Vato V. He speaks Spanish.
Simon.
He speaks Spanglish.
Spanglish.
So we got our thing called the Mexican word of the day. What is our Mexican word of the day, Vato V?
Ambition.
Ambition. And how is that the Mexican word of the day? Explain.
Homie, my old lady is always fighting ambition at me about what she's doing. Ambition.
Always
Ain't that
fighting
the
and
truth?
ambition at you. Ain't that the truth? All right, so that's our show.
God.
All right, MENtality Show. Catch us next week, folks. And remember, with our show, you're good.
But
With our help, you could be the best. We'll catch you next week.
Oh my God.
Vámonos.
You're listening to The MENtality Show, only on LA Talk Radio.